Hey everyone, do you want to make professional videos without the expensive software or hours and hours of editing? Well, Canva recently dropped some powerful AI tools that are really going to help you out. So in this video, I'm going to go over some seriously powerful AI tools by Canva that are going to help boost your creativity, save you a ton of time, and make your videos honestly look and sound natural without hiring a professional editor. And really with these tools, it's amazing because Canva has transformed from just a simple design tool to a full-blown content creation platform. So please stick around for number 6 because I think you're gonna love it. It's a tool that really is like magic. All right, let's get into it. So I have opened up my video design. We don't want to add any videos yet. The first thing we want to do is generate our AI voice. Now we're going to do that by first of all adding text to our video design. So you're simply coming over to the left-hand side, hitting add a text box, and I've already come up with a piece of audio that I want to use for my audio generated voice. And you'll see this magic write button. So you want to click that, and down here at the bottom, you can see generate AI voice. So over here, you can see that we have a few options. There are lots of languages. So no matter what your language is, it looks like almost all languages are here. I would say, major languages. So please scroll through that if you're not an English speaker. Okay, so I want to try out Lisa's voice. Let's see how this sounds. I'm just going to preview it.
Tell my viewers to have a nice day. Thanks for watching.
Okay, that sounds good. After you've previewed it, you're going to hit generate voice. Okay, and you can see the audio is going to automatically land in the design right where your cursor is. So what I want you to do is make sure your cursor is right where you want the audio to start. And so we now have the audio for this first video clip, and you can continue on generating short pieces of audio that match up with the new video clips you create. So in other words, I don't want you to paste your entire script right here on the first video. The reason why is because you are creating multiple video clips. See, this is a 5-second video clip. The next one, it can be whatever length you want it to be, but we want to do our audio generation in short little video clips. So it just makes it easier when you go back and you put in those visuals. That's what I always do whenever I start out editing any video that has narration. So this should be really helpful for you, especially if you're doing a faceless video, or maybe you want to send a video to a client and you don't want to appear on camera. This is a really helpful option. All right, so the next feature that we're going to look at is Magic Write. We're going to generate a video script. So you can see here that I am on the home page and I want to look for that Canva AI button. I want to select that button. Now you can use this for writing scripts or really anything that you need to write for social media, like descriptions, titles, tags, etc. I'm going to click on Canva AI. I'm going to select the doc button. Okay, so I have my prompt that I'm going to paste in here, and I just want to create a video script about best practices for video marketing in 2026. So it's going to take a minute to generate my script. And what's nice about Canva, it is going to give me a visual script. So it's not just going to be the text, in other words. So you'll see here, it's ready. Let's go ahead and preview it. So you see how it gives me like a PDF. It's very, very Canva-like, right? With visual, it's laying it out in a way that's very design oriented. But the only problem is it doesn't have time code. And I really need time code for my teleprompter as for the filming as well as the editing. So I'm going to go ahead and give it that prompt to put the time code into my script. Okay, great. So you can see this is a little bit easier to read. Now I can go through it. I can copy over this text. I can put it in my teleprompter. I can also just very much have an easier time understanding what I need to do for editing. So I recommend, asking the AI at the beginning to give you the time code. Now, if I do want to edit this, I can go to this button up here, use Canva Editor, and then I could actually continue editing the script. I could also just copy and paste the text over into a Google Doc, honestly. But this is the way that you use Magic Write. Okay, so the next feature we're talking about is Canva's text-to-video feature. So you should know that as of the day of recording this video, Canva is using Google Veo 3, which is the best and the latest video generation model by Google. Of course, it is not as good as Sora. I've talked about Sora in many other videos, but Google Veo is outstanding quality as of the date of recording this video. I'm sure it will continue to improve. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Canva AI from the Canva homepage, or you can go to this URL. Of course, as mentioned, you can also go here on the sidebar to Canva AI, this little button. Okay, so now I'm going to hit video clip, and I'm going to paste in my prompt here. Now, I want to show you a bunch of options that you have here. You can choose a style for your clip if you want to. I think it can be fun to kind of experiment with some of these filters or styles, but you can also get really creative with your prompt so that you don't even really have to rely on these styles. These are just here, I think, to get your creative juices flowing. That really is the benefit of Canva. They give you a lot of templates and options. So I'm going to choose my landscape video. As of today, they don't have vertical, but it is coming soon. No audio. I could add audio. I think audio is always really interesting in text generated videos. And then for your framing here, I think it's really funny. They have these examples of cinematographer shots, which are this little rubber ducky here. So you can see it's showing you a visual of the different types of shots. So you could always, of course, write this in your prompt, but this, again, it's going to get your juices flowing, your creative juices flowing. So I want mine to be a wide shot. And then I could also choose the lighting, or I could write that in my prompt, which I did. I said sand dunes at sunset. So I'm going to leave the lighting alone for now, and let's go ahead and generate the video. Okay, so the video is ready. Let's go ahead and play it and see what it looks like. Awesome. I think that looks really great. So if I wanted to, I can open it up in the Canva editor, which is going to open up a video design, and then I can start working with that and use it for whatever I want in my Canva design. Okay, so you can see I have a new video opened in a new design. Now, all I need to do is click background remover right here, and let's see what happens. Wow, so that was almost instant. I was able to remove the background. You can see here there's some soft feathering that's happening, some soft edges. Let's go ahead and play the video and see how it looks. All right, so that isn't bad. I feel like it looks pretty seamless. There aren't really that many issues. It's just a little bit of soft feathering, but it mostly looks realistic. It looks, like a green screen background. Now we can also go into elements and we can add any background that we want to use. So let me add a motion graphics background. Let's try that out. So you can find a lot of different motion graphics backgrounds in Canva. I'm going to add this one here and just hit position and move it to the back. And now I have this really cool looking background. So you can pretty much add anything you want. I could also add a still image. Let's remove this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a still image. So it doesn't have to be a video. You can add a still image, but I think a video looks a little better, of course. But let's try out this still image, just a plain blue background, which matches my brand colors. I'm gonna hit position again, backward, and play the video. Okay, not bad. Again, you can see there's a little feathering. I do think that it will look better with a video. So this is a pretty cool feature. It's been on Canva for a while, but I would recommend trying this out. All right, so the next feature is the highlights feature. So this is if you want to make some short video clips from a long video. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up a video design. I have this video that's about 2 minutes long. I'm going to select this video. Now, once I have the video selected, you'll see that I have some options here on the left-hand side. So I am going to select the highlights from Magic Studio. And it's really simple. Once I select it, it starts creating those short little highlights, and you'll see it'll take a minute and this is ready. And now I can scroll through and look at the clips that it gave me. And then if I do want to add any to this design, I just hit that button at the bottom and voila, now we have some short clips that we can work with, and we can tweak it if we need to, but really simple and kind of a useful tool inside of Canva just to create some short clips. So go ahead and play around with this one. Okay, so now we're going to try out the enhance voice feature. And this is really helpful if you have music playing in the background that you need to remove. So I've recorded this video clip. Let me play it back and then we'll see if we can remove the music. Okay, so I'm testing out this video. I want to see if you can hear the music in the background. Okay, so all we need to do is click on our video and then click on audio tools and select enhance voice. All right, so it usually takes a second to process it. And then once it's done, let's actually play the video back and see how it sounds. Okay, so I'm testing out this video. I want to see if you can hear the music in the background. Okay, so we did still hear the music at the beginning. This music, I put my phone right up next to the microphone. So I wanted to see how good it is at actually removing the music. But then as you get further into the video clip, we don't hear the music anymore. So it might take a little bit of time to play around with this and see which part of the video it's going to process. That particular part of the music track that was playing at the beginning was just louder in the video. So then when the music got a little lower, it had an easier time removing the track from my video. So you're going to need to play around with this, but it actually is really helpful. It would take a lot of time if we were to try to do this in professional editing software using Pro Tools or other editing tools. So now you can make videos with less effort and save a ton of time. So I'm going to link in the comments below some of my favorite AI tools and resources. I'm always experimenting with AI tools, so I hope you'll go and check that out. If you like this video, please share it, hit the like button, and please subscribe so I can see you back here in the next video. I really appreciate you watching, and have a beautiful day.